Welcome to Recharge with Richardson, 5 minutes of hope and inspiration every Monday and Thursday. And now, here is today's episode. Well, good morning and a great Monday to you. I hope when you woke up today, you chose to thank God for his goodness and for the day that lies ahead of you and for all that it holds. I want to jump right into our topic today, which we'll be looking at and exploring over the next several episodes together. And so we're going to be dealing with one of the most important aspects of our mental discipline, and that is having to do with our attitude. This episode is entitled The Power of a Positive Outlook, Part 1. I read about a schoolboy who brought home his report card, and it was not good. It was loaded with bad grades, and his dad said to him, "What do you have to say for yourself, son?" "Dad," the boy said, "you can be proud of me. One thing for sure is you know that I sure wasn't cheating." How's that for being a spin doctor? But that story tells us something about outlook that's very important. Even in something negative, you can find something good. That schoolboy definitely had to be an optimist. I want to do a little bit of an experiment with you here, and I hope it works out because I'm going to be trying to share my screen for a few moments. But I'm going to put a line of letters up on the screen, and I want you to look at those letters. And as you see that line of letters, I want you to then decide what it says. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to share my screen at this point with you. And then we're going to see what we can do here. All right. So let's see now, why isn't this, no, that's not what I want to do. This doesn't seem to be working out. Okay, there we go. All right. So hopefully you see my screen, and on the screen, I'm asking the question, what does it say? There's a line of letters there, and I want you to look at that line of letters and think about it. Now, as you look at that line of letters, how many of you said that that line of letters reads, opportunity is nowhere? Is that what you saw when you looked at that line? All right, that's fine. Now, what about, or as you looked at that line, did you see it saying this? Did you see it saying opportunity is now here? If you did, great. Now, what's the difference in how you saw that line? Some of you looked at, or when you saw it, you might have thought, oh, opportunity is nowhere. And then others said, well, opportunity is now here. Maybe it has to do with whether or not you are an optimist. All right, I hope I'm back with you here, and we're sharing, not sharing the screen anymore, and so I should be back with you. But in any case, what I want to do now is just keep going on. So this is just illustrating for you the power of a positive outlook. Outlook. It's the gift that you give yourself each and every day. It's the colors with which you choose to paint your day. And so some of us go ahead and we choose to paint it with smudges of gray and dark purple as we frown through the day. And you know what? That's our choice. It's completely our choice. Others of us, well, we choose to paint it with sparkling designs of gold and green and sky blue as we smile through the day. That's also our decision. An optimist's outlook helps us to live life the way our Creator God designed us to live it, to the fullest. A positive outlook is essential to our health, to our happiness, and to abundance that we want in our lives. God made us to be positive, just like himself. And so outlook, when you think about it, is how we approach the world and the things around us and our lives. It's really our general attitude. It impacts how we perceive ourselves, how we perceive the people around us, our jobs, our home, our friends. Everything we think about and do is really impacted by our attitudes, our outlook. It's one of the 8 universal principles that God gave for enjoying life as he designed it to be lived. It's something that we really do choose for ourselves, and it can be positive or negative. And so it's important that we know the proven steps to achieving a positive attitude. And the first principle that I want to share with you on those steps for achieving that positive attitude, for having a great outlook, this is what I want to teach you today. Choose to look for good. Choose to look for the good in every situation. Listen to how God puts it right here in Proverbs chapter 15, verse 13. A merry heart, or a happy heart, a positive outlook, makes a cheerful countenance. But by sorrow of the heart, the spirit is broken. And then verse 15 goes on to say, all the days of the afflicted, or the negative person, are evil. But he who is of a merry heart, someone with a positive outlook, has a what? Continual feast. And so the Bible is telling us that we must choose what we focus on and really make that positive. It's saying that optimism makes everything better, because if you're a negative person, even good days are bad. That's why Proverbs says, that's what it means when it's said it this way: all the days of the afflicted are bad. You see, if you're a negative person, even a good day, you're going to be focusing on what's bad, and it's not even going to feel good to you. And then Proverbs goes on to say, if you are a positive person, even bad days turn out good. That's what it means when it says, but he who is of a merry heart has a continual feast. You see, a positive outlook brings hope, and it ignites love, and it sets hearts ablaze. As John Wooden said, things turn out best for the people who make the best of the way things turn out. I want you to think about that. I'll say it again. Things turn out best for the people who make the best of the way things turn out. And so I want to encourage you today, if you've sort of been in a negative mind frame, begin thinking about how you might change that, because your life will be so much better, so much better. And it's really a choice that you can begin to make. Of course, pray and turn to God, but choose to be positive in every circumstance. Because if you're negative, even good days will feel bad. And if you're positive, even bad days will have something good in them that you can choose to focus on. And I want you to remember that no matter what the circumstances you're going through right now may be, God's got them, and God's got you. God bless you today. Thank you for joining us for Recharge with Richardson. Don't forget to join us for our next episode, and until then, may God fill you with joy and peace and hope.